What's up guys? Since a lot of you requested that I review an older car like an 800 or a Zen, today we're going to talk about this. This is a 99 Maruti Suzuki Zen, the base model. Let's get into it. So the Maruti Suzuki Zen was launched in 1993 for the Indian market. The Zen was a premium offering for the Indian market, which stood above the likes of the 800. Why was this premium? Because it came with a 5-speed transmission, it came with a bigger engine, and it came with an AC. Big deal for an Indian market back then. Right, so let's talk about that bigger engine. So here you can see a 1000cc carbureted 4-cylinder motor from the house of Suzuki. This engine is transversely mounted and drives the front wheels. It only made around 50 horsepower, but for the weight of this car, which was around 750 kg, it was an absolute hoot to drive and has been an enthusiast favorite since then. So let's have a look at the interiors now. As you can see, it's a small car, but I have more than enough space. The ergonomics are really good and the seating position is really nice, at least when it comes to what I like. It's low, I feel connected, and the whole car, everything is perfectly at reach. So this is the seat at a normal driving position for me. And now with the seat in this setting, let's check out the back. So take a look guys. As you know, I'm around 5'9", 5'10", and I've actually got just about enough room to sit here. The under thigh support is very bad, but the headroom is pretty good. I can sit comfortably. My head does not touch the top. There is no headrest on any of the seats. There isn't even a rear seat belt for any passenger, not just the center one. And overall, it's a comfortable place to sit in. It might start to hurt your legs a little bit on a longer trip because there's no under thigh support. The floor is a bit high. Rather, the seat is really low to the ground. But there's more than enough space. I don't think I'll have any backache or any headroom issues on a longer trip. And if I haven't mentioned this before yet, this is my car. And we're going to talk about that in another video. But I've had a fair bit of experience taking this car on longer trips. And none of my rear seat passengers have complained about a lack of room. Right guys, so now let's take a look at the boot. This boot does need to be opened with the key. There is an interior boot release which is now broken. It's a 25-year-old car, some things are bound to break. And here you can take a look at the cavernous boot of the Maruti Suzuki Zen. Like a true project car, it's got a bunch of car parts strewn around, but the space in here is more than enough for a couple of carry-ons. And you can put this rear bench down with a couple of pull tabs on either side. And when you do that, you've got a decent amount of space. You can carry full-size bags, you can carry a set of golf clubs, big boxes. And I have at times used this car to help friends move, sometimes even to a different country and drop them off at the airport and so on. And this space has been enough after you put the seats down, of course. Right guys, so what's the verdict? Now this was a premium offering in the early 90s and even in the late 90s. But does this car make sense right now? Now, I bought this car as an enthusiast. Why I bought it, why it's special to me, that's for another video which you might find linked in this description. But if you're a casual user, this car might be a little bit impractical for you. It's really small, it's really low, and the steering, the windows, the transmission, everything that you can imagine in this car is manual. It's the ultra base model of any car that you might expect. In fact, the stock car didn't even come with a stereo. So if you're looking for a really cheap car to maybe begin your automotive ownership journey, I would recommend some newer offering. Maybe an Alto would suit you better. Maybe a Swift would suit you better. It would be slightly bigger, just as compact and easy to maneuver in city traffic. But it would come with the basic creature comforts that you would expect from a normal car of today, like a stereo, power steering, power windows possibly, and maybe an automatic transmission as well. That's the verdict guys. See you in the next one.